and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing a recipe for baby back ribs. This is going to be so delicious. And to get started here, I have my ribs. I already washed it up and patted dry. It's about 2.5 pounds, a very small rack. I have some Worcestershire sauce, liquid smoked flaxseed oil, and for my seasonings, I'll be using some Jamaican jerk seasoning. I have cumin, black pepper, seasoned salt, garlic and onion powder, complete seasoning, and some smoked paprika. I also will be using some brown sugar. So first things first, we'll create a rub for our ribs. We'll add our brown sugar to the seasonings and we'll mix until it's well combined. Now this is a small rack of ribs. I know on camera it might be looking big, but it's very small. So if you need to double these ingredients, if you have a bigger rack of ribs, you can go right ahead and do that. Once we're done, we'll set that aside. Next, we'll add a little bit of our Worcestershire sauce or liquid smoke and oil. Now, this is just to create, a nice smoky flavor to the ribs since we're not actually grilling it or smoking it, And we'll add the oil for moisture so our seasoning can stick, and the Worcestershire sauce will add that tanginess to the ribs. Next, we'll add the mixture to the rib. We will drizzle it over and rub it on the entire rib. We'll flip the rib over and repeat the same step. Once we're done, we'll start seasoning the rib. We will generously coat the rib with our rub that we made. Now, you don't want to go too crazy with the back of the rib because it's basically just bones. So you don't want to waste your seasoning on bone. You want to save the seasoning for the actual meat of the rib, which is the other side. So once we're done generously coating the rib, I'll show you guys the next step. So the next step is to allow your ribs to sit and marinate. But what I like to do is wrap my rib up in some foil wrap. This is going to prep it for the oven so that once you're done marinating, you don't have to do this step. You already did it. The ribs will be marinating in the foil wrap. So we'll wrap it up, place this in the fridge, and allow it to sit for about 2 to 4 hours. If you have time and you can let it sit longer, go right ahead. Next, we'll create a sauce for the ribs using some barbecue sauce. This is the kind I'm using, but you can use whatever kind you like. I have some ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, some sriracha hot sauce, orange juice, and some brown sugar. Next, we'll combine all of the ingredients. Once they're fully combined, we will transfer it into a saucepan, set it on the stove on low heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. We just want to heat the sauce through and allow all the ingredients to marry. Next, I have my oven preheated to 375 and we will place the ribs into the oven for about 1 hour. So after about 1 hour, this is how the ribs are looking and it smells amazing in my kitchen right now, guys. So now we will go ahead and add our sauce to the ribs, but you want to gently tap the sauce on the ribs. You don't want to brush it on because you don't want to remove the seasonings. So you want to gently just tap that sauce on there until it's fully coated. Then we'll place this back into the oven for 30 minutes. This time we'll bump the heat up to 400 degrees. And we'll let it cook for 30 minutes. Then I'll show you guys the next step. After about 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and drizzle that sauce for a second time over top of our ribs, and we'll place it back into the oven for another 30 minutes. The last 5 minutes, we'll set our oven on broil so that the ribs can get that nice char on them. And then I'll show you guys the finished product. This is going to be so good. You guys will love it. And after about 2 hours in total, our ribs are finally done. Guys, when I tell you it smells so good in my kitchen, and let me tell you, this ribs was off the chain. It was so tasty, flavorful, delicious. All the flavors came together perfectly, and my entire family enjoyed it. So I did serve this up with some Brussels sprouts, roasted potatoes, and a delicious pasta salad. The ribs were so juicy, moist, tender, and flavorful. It is perfect for a Sunday dinner idea. If you ever tried any of my recipes, please send pictures to me at Candy the Glam Cook on IG. I do appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day and enjoy.